Welcome back to Truth No Chaser, real talk for real people.
Even when it burns.
It's your girl Ashley.
And Jay.
And Frank.
And we have our beautiful guest, the lovely Miss Stevie Martin.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, not much.
Y'all can sound a little more livelier than welcome her to the show, y'all.
It's the music.
No,
It's the
the
mood.
music. It's the mood.
It's the vibe.
Putting us to sleep.
mood.
And I got more crown.
It's the It's the vibe that Stevie bought
so
here.
we brought her into this.
Yeah, you saw how she walked in?
No.
You saw a little black fur she walked in?
Right.
Shit, she came in on that pimp shit. So I said,
What do I
can't be
say?
all loud, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Stevie?
What's going on?
Yes.
All right. Welcome to Naked Truth.
Yes.
I'm going to get into your bio first. All right, y'all. Stevie Martin, a native of Miami, Florida, fell in love with all things beauty as a teenager. At the age of 14, a year after moving from Miami to Atlanta, she got her first job in a salon as an apprentice. This would jumpstart her career as she later would become a licensed cosmetologist as well as a certified makeup artist. In 2005, Stevie began working in the entertainment industry and has never looked back. Her first job in the industry came to her as both a makeup artist and hairstylist for CNN, responsible for an on-air talent, correspondent, and show guest. Then in 2010, she transitioned into film and television as a union makeup artist. Realizing that anything is possible with humility and hard work, Stevie started from day playing on various productions and quickly worked her way up to becoming a department head for a growing list of TV shows and films. Stevie has had the opportunity to perform makeup services on numerous actors throughout the years for TV shows, films, commercials, photo shoots, and more. Some of her work includes Respect, P-Valley, one of my favorites, P-Valley, Raising Dion, Black Panther, Hunger Games, Alvin and the Chipmunks, and more. It's her spirituality, diligence, integrity, and perseverance that has been attributed to her continued success. Y'all welcome Stevie to the show, y'all.
What's up?
Oh, P-Valley. I got to get into that P-Valley later.
Everybody loves
You know we got that's my joint. That's what's fun.
I'm good.
Frankie,
You said you good. You ain't like it.
I don't watch it. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Oh man,
I loved it.
I watched it for you, son.
Listen, I get it.
Binge watched it.
I know the little white girl on that show. Skylar.
Oh, you do?
Skylar, yeah.
Sweet
what
girl.
What did she play? Gidget? What's the name of it?
Gidget, sweet girl.
I know her. She used to work out at my job. Yeah.
Sound like dry with it.
Yeah.
Right.
I know her. Like she's working right there.
Right. So the first question we always get into is, how did you get into it? How did you become so fabulous at this makeup
I
thing?
don't know about fabulous.
Oh, girl.
I always wanted to do hair and makeup. I just didn't really know how to get involved. So my mom wanted me to go to college, and I didn't want to go to college. I knew I wanted to do hair and makeup. She was like, no, you need to do something to fall back on. I know you get bored. So what can you see yourself doing? And I said, well, I can see myself being a sports anchor. And
Get out of here.
so I went to school for journalism.
Oh,
And then I tried to get a job, and then I found out they wasn't making not a lot of money in the beginning. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm cool on
not for
that.
me.
So let me go back to, what I love. And so I started working in a salon. And then I always wanted to work at MAC because MAC Cosmetics was like the thing years ago. And I got an opportunity to audition, and I got the job. And then once I got the job there, somebody from CNN worked on the weekends there, and they were like, oh, you would be great. So I auditioned for there. And so, from CNN to the movies,
right.
that's
It's
how it
about
was.
that one shot.
It's about that one shot. But see, the
Yeah.
crazy thing is, I got that one shot, and it was only an opportunity just to help.
Right.
Okay.
And I said, this is where I'm supposed to be. And I
Absolutely.
quit my job.
Yeah.
Like 401k,
Faith. Talk about that faith
like
walk.
all of that
Step on
set
faith,
schedule.
right.
And
Yeah.
I said, this is where I'm supposed to be. And when I did that, I didn't have no job. I didn't have nothing guaranteed. And I never looked back since.
I always love hearing stories
Right.
like that. Like
Yeah.
with,
Faith.
with the intern.
Gives you goosebumps.
Yes.
The intern knew that this was their, you know what I'm saying, what they're supposed to be doing for a living. And then,
It reminds me what Steve Harvey always says about jumping off the ledge.
Yes.
Like she said, I didn't have nothing guaranteed.
Nope.
And that I don't have nothing guaranteed grind is different than that
It
side
is.
hustle grind.
Right.
It is.
Right.
That nothing, like you gotta go in, and when you go in that crack and you step your foot in there, you better keep it moving, because you don't want to return back to what you know that you didn't love doing.
I know. Side note, I know ESPN and them are looking at her like, We could definitely use that face on TV. You know what I'm saying?
But see, it was different.
Could you imagine?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Because
right.
you ever see some of the anchors, they be
The hair be that poor one black girl in there. I'd be like, man, just fix it.
What's the name?
turn it just
Especially
a little
Pam
bit.
Oliver, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. I'm like, sis.
Did she?
Yes. Like, call me.
Do better, baby girl.
Don't it drive you crazy
Like,
though?
Baby girl.
Baby girl.
But
So
see,
what you wanna do?
back then, you know, trying to be a sports anchor, you didn't see any of us, you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe like 1 or 2.
Right.
One or
There were
two,
literally
and
2.
then-
Pam Oliver and Lisa
And
Salters.
then about that time, you were older. Even becoming an anchor, you wasn't doing it until, like, you wasn't being seen or known until you was like 40. So that would be just now,
Yeah.
you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, nah, I think I'm cool. So when I started working at CNN, doing hair and makeup on the anchors, I realized that this is not my life, because their life is, you need to cut your hair, you need to look like this, like they groom you into what they want to see visually. Yeah,
So that's why her hair be
That
looking so
sucks.
jacked up, because they ain't got nobody telling them, like, sis, don't
ain't
be
nobody
wearing them kind of wigs on
nobody's
TV.
telling. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got Todd telling you.
Yeah.
Todd Westinghouse
He's like,
from
oh yeah,
from
that
marketing, you telling you.
yeah.
Bob from accounting.
He's so stupid. So
Hammer pants,
So
man.
the movie thing. Get back to the guests, y'all. Get back to the guests. So with the movie thing, what was your first?
My first movie was Hunger Games.
Wow.
So I had a
I like Hunger
job as a key makeup artist on a TV show.
Which one?
I can't
so
even remember.
nosy.
It was so long ago. It was like for BET. I can't even remember the name of it. And then I got a call.
It's understandable. It doesn't exist
Doesn't say
anymore.
GT. Yeah, it's probably gone.
It's probably off for 2 years. Okay.
Yes.
No.
So I got a call
Damn.
to work on Hunger Games.
Hunger
And I'm
Games.
like, movie, TV show.
Right.
Full time.
Yeah.
Full time.
Yeah. And Hunger Games.
Opportunity.
Hunger
Yes.
Games was huge.
So
too.
I
was.
took that opportunity for like, it was only supposed to be 2 days, and then turned into 2 movies. So the second one and the third
the
one.
Mockingjay thing.
Yeah, they did a series. What was one of your favorite sets to be on? Like that you had the most fun?
I would
That you
wanna
can remember.
She be
say-
having fun on her, because I be watching her on Instagram. She be like
for
cracking
real?
up with half of it. I'm
like,
like
I like to have a good time.
Jennifer
on
Hudson
shows.
and stuff like that.
So
having
I try to
fun.
make.
Jennifer Hudson.
I try to create the vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I like to bring the
That's
fun
dope.
to work, but at the same time, be about my business.
Yeah, be
know
professional.
that's
Right,
right.
that's what's up.
You know, it's already said that, you know, black people, how we work, we don't take things seriously, especially when we have management positions or we're over.
Gotcha.
So we got to work twice as hard. So it's like, let me show you I can work twice as hard and still have fun at the same time, and it still be professional.
Gotcha.
So,
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
yeah.
Take notes, y'all. Take notes.
Absolutely. But can you remember the one that was the most fun?
I would have to say the most fun was Respect. That's the
That's the
Aretha Franklin biopic with Jennifer Hudson.
Okay.
To see like your Marlon Wayans, who is a comedian, turn into a serious actor, and you believe it, but all at the same time cracking jokes. You know, Jennifer is singing. You know, you got Forrest Whitaker. We all in the same trailer. Like, it's a whole mood, because it's like, you know, I grew up watching some of the movies that he was in.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up watching In Living Color. So now it's like we really having a conversation. We laughing. We cracking jokes back and forth with each other. So it was fun.
Yeah.
Need to get my career together.
And creating,
I know, right?
and creating history at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
dope.
When does that drop?
Well, it was supposed to drop in February, but they pushed it to August 2021. So they want it to be a movie release. They don't want to stream it. So they pushed it to at least make sure that it can be seen in the theaters and not streamed. Yeah, so August 2021.
So with these jobs, because I know my hairstylist does on movies too, are you referred, or are you just, I mean, you're part of the union, aren't you? Yeah, so are you referred, or people, your name out there?
So with the union doesn't get you jobs. It's kind of like your insurance, your car insurance. Like, we there just in case something happened. You know,
Gotcha.
that you being paid, that you're supposed to be paid, that you're not being taken advantage of, like your rights. But most of my jobs have been referral based. Now you have to send your resume to whatever jobs that you want, and I still do it. But none of the jobs that I've submitted to, I've gotten them, even if it was the same job that called me, it was always a referral.
That speaks highly of your work then.
Absolutely.
So, certified is a makeup artist and cosmetologist as well. So help me outside. I don't wear makeup. Thank you. This is all natural. So what's the differences or some of the fundamental differences between, makeup for, going to the movies, to the mall, going out on a date versus makeup for stage or performance? And what are some of those fundamental differences skill-wise?
It's definitely a difference because all makeup isn't translated behind each genre. Like, so you have film. I wouldn't put on makeup, everyday makeup, to put somebody behind a film lens or a photography lens. And I think like knowing your genre and the difference between what to do and what not to do makes a difference. So that whole beat face, all of that's not going to translate well on film, because if you think about it, it's a HD lens and it's telling a story. And telling a story, you don't want to get distracted by the makeup. So it's kind of like your natural everyday blended makeup where it's not distracting, but you telling a story.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So
I can work outside of film.
Just depending on the character. It's just whatever the character entails.
So did you have the opportunity to do Jennifer Hudson as Aretha?
I did. I was the department head, so I was able
to.
You're not a fan of J Hud. I could tell you over there, but he's a hate on
J
Hud. But go ahead.
Yeah.
So
I got a follow-up question.
I had the opportunity to hire my own team. So when you're department head, you hire your own team.
Boss.
Just the boss lady.
Wow.
The boss lady dude, number one. Number two, and is responsible for the whole makeup department entirely. The look of it, consulting with the producers, creating this character that they want to see visually.
I got you.
So now, do they, as an artist, do they say, okay, here's a look we want and Stevie can pull it off, or do they say, you know what, we're doing this biopic, we give Stevie what we're trying to do and we let her do her stuff? Which one does?
It's kind of a little bit of both.
Okay.
So I'll give you the backstory behind Respect. Respect, I interviewed for Respect by referral. But because it was Aretha Franklin bio, they wanted somebody who had a whole lot of accolades behind their name, to kind of push it. And so I knew the hair department head. And so usually how it works is if we hire hair first, then actually they'll say, oh, I want to work with such and such. So it's a great working relationship. Let's call the person. So that's kind of how it was. He was like, they were like, do you know a makeup artist that would be good? Hairstylist goes, absolutely. I want to work with Stevie. So they call me, they interview me, but I kind of felt like it was the setup because they never sent me a script. So when I got there, they were like, you don't have a script? And I was like, no, you didn't send me one. They were like, well, I guess there's no point of having this interview because you don't have a script. I say, well, actually it is. I can tell you everything you need to know about Aretha Franklin. Ooh. And so I went down the different years and what she looked like. And so then it was like, oh, okay, well, let's go look on the look board because they have a look board. Okay. And so everything that I said, the lady was like, oh, she's right. Like, this is what they look like. Okay, well, we really like you, but it's not up to us. It's up to Jennifer. So I was like, okay, understandably so. Sometimes they come with a personal, sometimes they don't. Right. Hairstylist is like, that's not true. I know her. I've been working with her before. She's not like that. She don't care as long as it's somebody that's good. Yeah. So they delayed. They wanted me to send all these pictures of my work and all this kind of stuff like that. And I was like, listen, I feel like I've sent everything that you guys needed. And I said, if this job isn't for me, it's just not for me. And I said, Lord, as much as I would love to do this movie, if this ain't what you got for me, then I'm gonna pass on that. And so they were like, well, do you think she would be the key? And I said, well, if I'm gonna be hired as the key, you might as well hire me as the department head, because I'm gonna do just as much work for whoever you call that's supposed to be out of town, because then I'm gonna have to crew everybody up, and she's gonna have to utilize my resources. So no, I said I will respectfully pass. And so when I passed on that, then it was just like they asked the hairstylist again, so who is it that you want? He said, I told you this is who I want to work with. So the director says, if that's who you want, then that's who we'll get. But MGM is white, so they're looking for somebody else that can push there. So when I got the job, it was automatically my back was against the wall, because it was like, we don't know you. Who are you? You know, my friend has Emmys. I don't have anything. So when I came in and did the job, they was questioning everything that I did. To after even the makeup test, they were like, we feel like she needs more makeup. And I'm like, well, if we're telling her younger years, the more makeup, the older she's gonna look. They're like, oh, okay. So they wanted to test again. Now I already got the job.
They still testing.
They tested. So the first week we shooting in New York. They want to test before we start shooting. So the producer comes in, white man, goes, well, let me tell you what we did. Now you want to confess. We digitally put more makeup on her to see what she would look like, but you were right. So the director goes, now that we know that Stevie's right.
She's like, oh, was I?
Now that we know that Stevie was right, can we proceed? Because we know that Jennifer looks nothing like Aretha Franklin.
Right.
So if we're going to make her look exactly like that, so are we talking prosthetics? They're like, oh, no. She said, okay, so let's proceed. Until when we finish, they're like, I'm an absolute fan of your work. We have to work again.
And this is
MGM.
MGM. Okay. Now let me ask you. So, has there ever been a gig that you regretted, that you said, or I don't know, because I don't want to put you in a tough spot.
No.
Because you are in the union.
No.
You're in the union.
No off limits.
This is box limit.
Okay.
This is box limit right here.
So is there any gig that you regret? Any actor or actress that you just refuse to work with again?
I've worked with several times that like I wouldn't care to work with, but I am working with them. It's a particular artist, and I really feel like she has some like soul searching that she needs to do, but she's loved by many.
Oh, okay. Shit. So I can kind of. Yeah, like I'm almost guessing who that is.
I'm gonna ask her off.
I think we all
ask her off camera.
Nah,
I know, right?
Off camera.
When she said the love by many. That's Beehive in my head. But anyway, I'll let her talk.
Now I've heard. Well, people that work with her said she's straight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's not.
Okay, all right, cool.
But there have been projects that have been very tough.
Yeah.
That I'm like, and I would say P Valley was one of those.
Really?
P Valley was one of those where I was like, listen, Lord, I know you got faith in the kid, but I don't even know if
was
I'm
it the budget though? Because that was kind of like a startup thing.
It wasn't even. Listen, they had the budget, but they made it seem like that they didn't have the budget
because they had that fake baby in that first episode that was clearly a doll.
It was clearly.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
So let me. I was like, oh, this is.
Well, they got a season. They got a season 2 coming.
Oh yes. Let me tell you the story behind that. So you have Katori Hall, who is the executive producer, which I love dearly. She comes from the theater world.
Okay.
First time doing a production.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the right people behind you telling you what you need and what you can have, it ties your hands.
Yeah.
So you're at the mercy of what they tell you. So
Right.
she was at the mercy of what they told her, what the budget was.
Okay.
And I was just like, listen, sis, between me and you ain't got the right people behind you, you know, and it's certain things that you should know that you didn't know. So here I come trying to make things happen for her because I know what the situation is, as opposed to in the beginning, I got hired 5 days before we started shooting, had to create 40 tattoos, some that I had to draw myself.
Wow.
I didn't even know I knew how to draw like that, but it was like, your mom being like, you got $20 and you gotta make it work for the whole week.
Wow.
So that's pretty much what I did, and I hired a team that had my back and was just like, whatever you do, we in the trenches with you. So so let's ride. I'm talking about down to calling my dude that's make grills, like, hey, can you make this grill for me? I know it's gonna cost a lot of money. You good for it, Stevie? I got you. I'll do it for half. So then I front some money just so he could get it started to make the production pay me back so that she could have what she needed to tell her story.
Wow.
I'm so fascinated right now. But this is exactly why I asked for more crown.
With what that whole business entails, right? That's amazing. That's crazy.
So it's all relational, and it's very important that you have good relationships, because you're gonna have to call on your resources. Right. So I'm calling on my people to help provide these resources, but if it wasn't a good relationship, then we couldn't make it happen. And you definitely have to think on your toes. You know, what if you don't have, like at the last minute, they're like, oh, can we have the mayor have some 2 gold teeth? Lady, like we getting ready to start shooting. Like, what you mean? Hey, P, can you go down to the flea market and go get some gold teeth right quick? Hey, props, can you saw this gold right quick so that I can just make it one single goal? So it's just like thinking on your feet. It's not just makeup. It's like creative business. Makeup is only a small part of it when you are in like the department head world. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's dope. That's dope though.
That is deep.
So you've got some dedicated and skilled people that you kind of continually bring on.
Well, the reason why I say it was hard, because I was teaching them along the way. They didn't know how to do special effects. So I knew how to do it. So it was like, no, you can do it. This is what it looks like. I'm going to show you, and you duplicate it. So it was teaching on a job, you know, at the same time as like running the whole department. And we kind of did like 4 units at one time, and what that means is sometimes you'll have a second unit where they do like stunts and stuff and somebody's over there, but we had to do a lot of reshoots for certain things for the different episodes, so they were doing that at the same time. So we shooting episode 102, 104, 106, and I have to make sure continuity for all of that, because you don't shoot in order. You never shoot in order.
Dang. Yeah, that makes sense. So y'all was, you know, people that have to, when like the beginning of the scene, they might go back, or they might go back a scene to reminisce, and you know, and when the person was younger. So now that person doesn't have facial hair,
or even a location like or something.
So,
right.
Who is your dream job? Who would you love to work with you haven't worked with yet?
I would love to work with Denzel Washington on the director side.
On the director side.
Yeah. The creative side.
That's Denzel Washington. Why Denzel?
Why so? Yeah.
Because he's a great actor, and now a great actor turned into director. So you know, like both aspects. So I can respect that, you know, like what you will want from your actor, although and visually at the same time, and you can help your actor. So I think that, you know, that's a great skill. You
consider yourself a movie buff? Are you a movie buff at all, or just
not really?
Not really.
I don't even really watch TV.
Oh, for real?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
And people think that that's crazy, but because I'm in it, no.
Does it ruin TV for you because you know the creative process behind it?
It ruins it for me.
Because you be critiquing everything, like, so you see bad makeup, you be like, oh,
not only that,
but it ruins the imagination, I guess.
It ruins your imagination, because you know, at that scene, it's like 50 people in that corner right there, and you know what I'm saying, trying to get that one, what we see in 1 second, it took them like 12 hours to make. Or I'm like, oh, they started that scene before they did that scene. Like, I can tell all that stuff, so it ruins it for me.
That end cut is crazy because of the stuff that gets edited out. You understand what I'm saying? I know Jay knows editing the show and stuff like that. So, but I was in a video once, and I wasn't in the video, but I wasn't in the video. Me and my boy Rick, shout out to my boy Rick in Queens. Yeah, we was in the Most Def video, Miss Fat Booty. And we never made the final cut.
It's like that though.
I was in the everything.
Now I just tell the story as like, I was in that video, but you can't see me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because they have a time.
It's a bad story.
It's a time frame that
Yeah.
you ain't make it. You gotta cut it out.
Yeah. We was in the diner scene.
So,
Well, you being a lover of makeup, what are some of the trends for 2020?
2021 trends? I don't know, because I feel like makeup is all over the place now.
It is.
YouTube and Instagram, it's the whole paint by numbers, highlight, contour, like
Them transformation shits is crazy.
Yeah, like
Tiffany showed me one with a
supposed to
dude the other day. I was like, whoa.
Not completely transform.
I don't know what some of these people look like for real.
Yeah.
And when you take their makeup off, they look totally different. I mean, I was just looking at a video last night, and I couldn't even believe the girl looked totally different. She showed no makeup, and she showed makeup. And I
It's
said,
crazy. It's crazier when it's a guy.
right.
When you know,
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying,
seen
you
some
cut
of
it
those
big.
ones.
Yeah, Tiffany
Oh,
showed me when I
yeah.
was like, what the?
Yeah,
I feel
Yeah.
like
It's-
makeup's supposed to enhance
it's supposed
what's
to
already
enhance.
there and not make a new person.
No.
It's making new people.
All right, before we change gears, I got one more question about being on set. Well, at least for me. You don't have to name the people, you don't have to name the production unless you want to. I'd love to hear it. Craziest thing that ever occurred on a set. Like just wow, like you just like wow, like oh.
Can't believe that happened.
Can't just go home and tell Elijah this.
Right.
Or call him right then.
Right.
Like,
I don't even know if I've had anything like that on the productions that I worked on.
No crazy story like eyelash come off at the last minute, something like that. No,
That's not crazy.
but
to
that's
me.
not
Like,
crazy.
no,
that happens.
That's happened before. I've like somebody's on a movie I worked on. I was key, and the department head was like, I need people who know how to put beards and mustaches on. It was a period movie. And, I reached out to people on a scale of 1 to 10. Do you know how to do this? People's like, oh, yeah, 8 and 9. And I'm like, cool, bet. But I made sure that I CC her on it so that she could see that I asked these people. The scene shooting and dudes' beards is falling off. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what is happening?
Beards is falling off.
Yes, beards is
You
falling
would hate
off.
to work with me. I perspire too much. I sweat way too
that
much.
was Marlon Wayans, and I'm talking about full on breakout, like you being questioning because you did something wrong. Sweat, like
I ain't even gonna lie,
But they have
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
for
they-
that.
yeah.
They have stuff for that.
Stuff like what?
It's called Sweat Stop. It's
Sweat Stop?
It's stop you from sweating.
Where's that? What did they sell that somewhere?
They do.
Like I said, where can I get it from?
Where the hell is so Sweat Stop?
They
I need
do.
this for this show.
They do.
These lights is hot.
They do. That's why
Yeah.
they have it.
Oh,
Yeah, like
okay.
whatever it is that is needed. I'm pretty sure in makeup
Sweat
you
Stop.
could find it.
Or somebody, but like you just said, some of these actors is like just stop doing coke and then maybe won't sweat so much.
Right, because he was like, Stevie, I promise I don't do drugs. I said, for the
alright.
simple fact that you said it and
Yeah,
ain't nobody say nothing.
nobody wasn't
Like, yo,
yeah,
okay.
right, like nobody. I
No.
don't do drugs. yeah. I got you.
And the director's like, I'm like,
So
you know what I'm saying?
that booger shit.
that's the what's the name? That's the I guess
she
that's the
start
key word.
laughing,
That's
so,
the key
yeah.
word to the what's the name?
What's up? What are?
Hey, real quick. So you
Go
got
ahead.
gears?
I was gonna ask a question. Go ahead.
So let's switch gears real quick. Yeah, I mentioned this. You wanted to be a sports journalist. You said. So you're into sports.
I
I'm a
was
sports guy.
at the time.
You
I
was
was
at the time.
because my brother played for professional football.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, at the time he played for the Redskins, he played
Okay.
for the Dolphins, and then he played for Berlin Thunder. So with him playing football all the time, I mean that's pretty much what I knew. And
So I'm happy you mentioned Dolphins. So you're from Miami. Are you one of those everything Miami type of people? You a Heat fan, Marlins?
I'm a
all
Heat
that?
fan, but I'm not everything Miami.
Because your husband is mad annoying with that shit.
Yo,
with
I know.
The Detroit shit.
I know.
Like everything Michigan.
Everything is-
Detroit. Yeah.
Everything.
I'm about to block him.
Everything.
No. No, for real, Pistons. Like Jesus Christ, we
Everything.
get it.
And
We
his,
get it.
And his dad's like that too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he mentions Detroit more than I mention Queens.
Yeah.
If that's
That's
imaginable.
possible.
And I'm
That's
like,
not- yeah.
yo, like it's not that serious.
For real. So you're not that type. So you're
No.
not. So you don't care that the Hurricanes lost
No.
last night. Or no?
No.
Okay. All right. I was gonna poke fun at that, but
You know.
you killed my whole vibe.
You got anything before we go into her
Yes,
line?
I was gonna ask for do's and don'ts of makeup.
Okay, the do's and don'ts of makeup.
Yes.
Do keep it natural and simple. You know, like your makeup. It's soft. Skin, we can see skin.
Simple J. Simple, Jay. Stop coming
Simple,
to ask you
Jay.
for our makeup, Jay.
Thank you.
Simple. Nice and simple.
Just a little lip balm.
Just a little bit.
Wait, what happened?
You know how JV like, you don't need all that shit out there.
Yes. Don't overdo it with the makeup. Like, it shouldn't look like a mask. It should match your face and your neck. Like, it
should not look like your funeral.
We would call that a floating head. So
what is it called? Floating what?
A floating head.
A floating head. Oh wow!
Like it's don't connect. It's floating.
I hate seeing that.
That's funny.
Yes.
That's
like,
funny. We just look like funeral-esque versus anything
it's
like
terrible.
Casket.
It's terrible. So yeah, don't do that. Don't contour by numbers. The perfect shape face, or that they say is an oval. So if somebody's face is not oval, then you contour that to make it that ideal shape. But everybody's doing it forehead,
everywhere,
cheeks,
and everything.
nose.
Yeah.
Like you gonna make somebody look like a man, if you're doing it too much. So let's not do that.
High cheekbones, like
all
RuPaul, and
yeah.
all that, right? I like the size lashes that you guys have on here. You know,
the natural lashes.
That's a huge pet peeve, I think, of Jay's. Like that.
I don't understand it. It's not a pet peeve, but I just don't get it.
I don't like the extremely big
baby doll
snuffleupagus ones. The ones that look like you need to put them on the car. The ones that come.
They sound like they make a sound.
The bat wings.
Crazy.
Yeah, I call it the baby doll lashes, and not in the baby doll that people think. You know how when you have baby dolls and they move and their eyes be like that.
Yeah.
Like
stop playing.
Yeah, that's what I call it. And they be like,
that's funny.
That's the. Don't do that. We don't want to do that.
Don't do that. No. You see that? Don't do it.
Don't do it.
That's funny.
Yes.
So you have your own line, right?
Yes.
I do.
Share with the people. Share with us.
Let's talk about that.
So at about 2014, I created this product called Smart Butter. But I didn't create it to sell it. I created it because my kids had eczema, so they had skin issues.
Okay.
My nephew has really bad eczema.
So I got tired of buying the steroid cream because it makes it go away, but when it come back, it's like it come back with a vengeance.
Really?
So I started researching about eczema and skin issues and all the things naturally that's good for it. And so I was just in my kitchen starting to mix stuff and come up with stuff, and I did, and it started working. And so I was like, cool, I don't have to buy it anymore. So my dad was like, I don't really think you should keep that for yourself because there's other people out here that, have issues with that. So you need to do something with it. So then he said, but I will tell you that it smells like chocolate and I like it, but as a black man in Atlanta, I don't want to walk around smelling like chocolate. So now it's like going back to the drawing board. What would be a good
ideal smell?
Very, very honest.
In Atlanta.
Which I appreciate it because, if you're going to cater it to everybody, everybody don't want to smell like cocoa butter. So it's like cocoa butter.
Right, you so almondy. I got you. What we need? You got something? Yeah.
Oh, your product's on the floor. You want to?
Oh, got it. And so,
here you go, girl. Show the people the stuff.
So I came up with the butter, which it's all purpose. So you don't just have to have eczema to use it. Yeah, that's the butter. You can open it. You can try it.
What is it? The front say?
I got eczema.
Smart butter.
Smart butter.
I got eczema.
So a whipped butter.
Wow.
So and then I came up
I like this
with an all-purpose oil. So everything is all natural.
Almond, avocado,
And then I came up with a scrub so you can exfoliate the skin. But with my scrub, you don't have to put on lotion after you use it.
Oh, exfoliates and moisturizes.
Okay, Jay. Well, Mr. Congeniality over here.
And then I came
Renaissance
up.
man.
The newest one is Smart Lather,
Legally Blonde,
which is the soap. Which you can use on your hands, your face. So everything is all in one. I wanted something that was
I'm sorry, is this a sugar scrub?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
and you said the all-purpose cream helps with eczema?
You could try it.
I thought it helps with eczema?
Yeah.
Because my nephew, my poor nephew, he's 3 and like
feel free to try it. The oil is for your beard, for your face, like
for my beard.
Oh, we can try it. Yeah, let me get that again.
For my beard.
I need this though.
Should I put it in my, how do I? Just dab it, or how do
you could do
apply
it? You can apply it any kind of way. You could dab it. You could scoop it.
But I mean, for the beard, I'm talking about.
For the oil, just put it on your hand and put it on your beard, or either way. Yeah, go ahead, get your shine on.
Put the camera on me for a second.
And then this is the soap. It's an all-purpose soap. So whatever, a cleanser. So whatever you wanna, your body, your hair, your face, everything. So everything is catered to all in one. So some scrubs you can only put on your body. Afterwards. You can't put on your face, or you can put on your face. No, it's all over.
So it'll moisturize, but won't close up your facial pores.
Sorry, do you sell this?
I do. I have an online store.
Let's get
that link. Let's get that
Randy,
going.
get your paper and pen so she can tell y'all going.
It is smartbutter.com.
Tell them how to spell it.
SYMARTBUTTER.com.
Smartbutter.com, y'all. SYMART.
And I came up with the name because it's my initials. So it's Stevie Y Martin. So it's smart. So do things the smart way.
Smart.
I like that. That's a little slogan. Do things the smart way.
Do things the smart way.
Okay, no.
Why not moisturize the smart way? Why not scrub the smart way?
Man, okay.
Yeah.
Boss lady came with it.
So
do it the smart way.
Smartbutter.com. I need that.
Keep a pic. You know what I'm saying?
And
did you try the oil?
No, I didn't try.
He got that.
He over here picking his beard out right now.
You tried the butter?
Well, I took my beard
I tried
out.
the butter.
You tried the butter.
That's what I need.
Yeah, because my hands are kind of dry over here, and they feel all kind of
on my chin beard. I cut my other
smooth
beard
and
off.
stuff.
It's open.
Oh, it's open.
Yeah, it's open already. Little beard gang.
Just a little beard. And so
Tiff, how's it looking, Tiff? Get a close up. Get a close up.
Got that shine on.
Looking shiny. Hold on, let me get that bottle.
Yeah. Do your pose.
Fellas, if you want your beard to look luxurious like mine,
luxurious,
please purchase you some smart butter.
Do it the smart way.
Thank you, Ashley. Let's go, baby. That's how you sell it. Probably
that is dope, Stevie. Yeah, I love it.
So
how long you been selling it for?
I started selling it for about a couple years. So it started in 2014. I really didn't start selling it until 2017.
She's hair department, got her own soap and oil and scrub line.
Entrepreneur
over here. So people out there watching that may want to get into it, they're like, how can I break into the industry? What are some tips, some advice you can give to them?
I would say study your craft. Study all genres of makeup. Study just business in general, and network and build relationships. And because you only get that one opportunity, and you got to seize it. And a referral is really huge because somebody is putting weight behind it. So if somebody refers you to something and you get that one opportunity, you're not only representing yourself, you're representing them as well.
It's no job is too small. Right?
No job is too small.
Starting out, make sure you on grind.
Even on my level, I've still have worked on other shows they plan. I did Watchmen, and even on Black Panther. So it's a job. If it's a check involved, then you can count me in. It don't really matter.
Is that the highest grossing movie? Is that the highest grossing movie you worked on? Black Panther?
No, Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games
was more than Black Panther. Yeah.
Was it?
I love Hunger Games.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got a movie that's streaming out now.
White people love Hunger Games. I put that on a t-shirt.
I got a movie that's streaming out now called Safety. It's on Disney Plus.
I just watched that the other day.
Yes.
The Clemson player.
Really?
Yes, I'm a fan of him now. What was his name? It was Ray.
That's a Disney movie, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have Disney Plus. Let me get your account number when we get you.
I got it for 6 months. His little brother. He took his little brother in.
Yeah. I saw the.
I did see it on your Instagram.
Okay.
How was that?
It was fun. It was football. It was guys. They was having a good time, and it wasn't really like work for them. And it was when you working with guys and versus females, is totally different.
Really? How so?
It's for one, it's more. Guys really don't care. They trust you. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then they keep it going. it's different when it's a woman. Like, this is her face. Like,
make
sure, like,
with dudes, we like, can you make this a little bit higher? No,
they're not gonna do it.
I got you.
So no.
So the girl in there, that was Jimmy Foxx's daughter.
Yes,
I thought so. Okay, yes.
She was.
So whose makeup did you do?
Hers and Jay, the guy who played.
I love the little roommate. He was funny. So the Italian.
Oh
dude.
yes,
he was so funny.
We call him the Italian stallion. He was so nice. Yes.
You've been. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
You've been dropping a term tonight.
What is it?
Key.
Key.
What's that mean in production?
Oh, okay, so let me go through the different positions
Please.
in makeup union. So you have the department head, who is the boss. Then you have the key, who is like the second in command. And then you have your third. So it's usually 3 major makeup artists on the show. So should the department head have to step away any meeting, then the key steps up in his active department head, and then the third steps up as a key. So you go down the line.
Is that the same thing in production as a key grip? Is that is that what you're talking about?
Yep.
Because I see that on the credits all the time. Key grip
grip means he's the boss. Yeah,
okay.
He's the boss of the grips. Like, he's the main grip.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. That's something new.
That's a good movie. Check that out.
I'm gonna check it out.
So what's your next project you're working on?
My next project, I don't even really know when it's coming out, but it was called Dear Evan Hansen. It was a remake of a play that won like 6 Tonys. So they decided to turn it into a movie. And right now I'm currently working on season 2 of First Wives Club.
Oh, yeah.
When you said won a Tony, mentioned earlier, you when shows or movies win awards, you get an award?
It just depends. So right now, you have different. It's award season, so you have different awards. You have Emmys, you have Oscars, you have the Guild Awards. So all those different awards. There's a department for makeup and
Sage
hair.
Awards and all that shit.
So P-Valley, they want to enter P-Valley for a Screen Actors Guild Awards for makeup.
You said they were?
They want to. Oh. So they want to submit the makeup for a Screen Actors Guild.
That makeup was fly.
Thank you. So Respect, they want to offer that up when it comes out because we qualify for award season. They want to. So for movies, it's Oscars. For TV, it's Emmys.
Yeah, Emmys.
And Screen.
And Tony's is plays and all that.
Did you do Uncle Clifford's makeup?
No, I didn't.
Who'd you do?
But I designed the makeup looks. So, yes.
Because he was always, every episode, he stayed changing up too.
Listen, and that was part of the issue. Like, listen.
I see.
Listen. We cannot do all of this stuff. And like, yes. I had to help design nail looks.
Because nails stay done. Yes.
It was a lot.
And it's just going back full circle to Denzel. I think he's probably one of the only actors that's had like all of the awards, right? Tony's.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think he got an Emmy for Saint Elsewhere, one of the old soap operas from back in the days. And then
he's a well-rounded guy.
Yeah, and he has an Oscar. For best actor. Yeah, so he's like it's in very limited company. It's a hard thing to do.
It's taught me something.
Yeah.
Are you super private on social media? Are people allowed to follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me on social media. My social media, you're not really gonna see a whole lot because we sign so many NDAs.
Oh yeah.
And we can put it up there, but by the time we put it up there, we're on to like the second and third project. So because if you put photos and stuff out like and it hasn't already been shown, it goes against part of the NDA. So you'll see some stuff on there, but I do have an IMDb page that definitely shows all the productions that I work on, and that's pretty much what they go by.
You want to drop that?
IMDb.
IMDb, Stevie Martin. So it's IMDb/Stevie Martin, and you can find that. Social media, Smart Makeup, SYMART Makeup, and Facebook, it is Stevie Simonette Martin.
And that's Stevie, STEVIE.
Like Stevie Wonder.
Yes. Amen.
All right. Any last minute jewels you want to drop for the folks before we get up out of here, Miss Stevie?
Lay something on them.
Right. I'm like inspired myself.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Oh,
There you
hello,
go.
sir.
That is the
Drop the mic
ultimate
on that
joke.
one.
I always love that. That's it.
Stay ready. Yeah.
That is the ultimate
Well, we
joke.
appreciate you stopping
Thanks for
by
having
and
me.
bringing the
This was
products.
fun.
Y'all go get to this. It's on my hands. My hands were dry earlier. I don't know if y'all could tell. See the ash on there? But this thing is
Listen,
just...
it's gonna stay on.
got
there
my
too.
nails blinging too.
Yes.
I might not wash my beard for like 5 days. It's feeling wonderful right now.
Smartbutter.com. Check her out again. We appreciate you stopping by with us.
you.
We will continue to support you.
Thank you.
And drop by.
Absolutely.
Let us know when P Valley 2 is going to be airing, girl.
Listen, they working on it. They're working on when we getting ready to shoot it, but it's definitely gonna be a
Uncle
P Valley too.
Clifford.
Yes.
I'm here for all that. All right, y'all. We're going to get up out of here. We'll see y'all next time. Make sure y'all go vote. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go cop some gear.
Yeah.
Show love, show support.
Amen.
Yes.
We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Truth. No chaser.